Hey everyone, Traci here with Create Your Future, and today I have another success story from one of my clients. She went from a lot of hot and cold behavior with her specific person to him always being the one to get in contact with her and also asking her, hey, where are you? Or why haven't you called me? Where have you been? Why aren't we hanging out? I miss you. So a really big, huge shift and turnaround for my client. So we're going to get into that story. And of course, talk a little bit about what this video really is going to be all about, which is to be self-persuaded. You really just need to be self-persuaded. It's the only person you have to convince about your desires. So we're going to talk about that, how to do it, what to do, what not to do. Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Before we get started, I want to remind you guys that we are having a contest right now, and you can enter by commenting and liking the video and making sure that you're subscribed to the channel, and you can enter the drawing to win 3 free coaching sessions with the coach of your choice. So definitely share your successes in the comments below. That's also very inspiring for the other viewers and everyone else watching the channel and reading the comments. We all love to hear about other people's success stories. It keeps everyone motivated, and just it's a lovely reminder that if other people can do it, we all can do it, right? So it's so helpful to see those success stories in the comments. Also, if you would like to book coaching with me, I am available for that. You can find the link in the description below. I also have a course that you can find in the description below. It's all about becoming a conscious creator, and you can really apply this to any area of your life, whether it's manifesting the relationship of your dreams with your specific person, or whether it's about a job or money or whatever it is. You can apply this to all the areas of your life. So, and I've been getting lots of amazing feedback from my clients who have already taken the course. So thank you guys for sharing that. I'm so proud of you guys for getting the course, doing the work, and seeing the amazing results in your life. I love it. So, okay, let's dive into this video today. I'm going to first share the success story that my client had, and then I'll talk a little bit about being self-persuaded, what that means, how you would do it, what it looks like, and yeah, we'll just go from there. So yeah, my client, we had been working together, I would say probably about 2 months, very consistently on a weekly basis. And she was already in contact and seeing her specific person regularly, but it was still a little bit of hot and cold behavior, and not so much like anything negative. It's just like they would come together, spend a few days together, have a great time, and then there would be no contact. So it wasn't anything super negative. It was just kind of up and down, up and down. So we were working together, and what we talked about was, of course, what was her desire, and her desire was to be in a fully committed relationship and live with her specific person, right? So, obviously getting rid of these ups and downs. So we were working on her intentions and really getting clear on not letting the sort of quote unquote downtime affect her faith and kind of dictate and tell her what was possible for her, because that's what was happening in the beginning. When we first started meeting, she was telling me about the relationship, about their interaction, and about the patterns that she was seeing, again, about spending time together and then going to not having time together, having these rather large gaps in time where they weren't communicating, weren't seeing each other. And so what would happen is during that time when they weren't spending time together, they weren't really communicating, she would kind of start off those first couple of days feeling good. But then as time went on, let's say it was day 3, day 4, day 5, she started to get discouraged. She started to feel like, what's happening? And really she started layering on, started trying to make up the reasons, the excuses why this was happening. What was he doing? Where had he gone? You know, just piling on is really what it is, because you don't need to logically explain your 3D reality. Your 3D reality is only a reflection of you, and it's a if it's a repeating pattern, it's because it's something that you experienced in the past and had an emotional reaction to. So we know when we have that emotional reaction, that thing has to go forward in your future for you to experience again, because that emotional reaction is a creative act. That's a creative act. That's how you create more of that. So it would go forward and you know, it was just kind of happening again and again and again. And so what we worked on was, first of all, not explaining it, understanding that there is no reason for this to be happening. There is no cause outside of her why this gap in time was really happening. It was only happening because, again, she reacted to it in the past. And so there was no need for her to have this gap in time, number one, but then to start trying to rationalize and figure out why it was happening, because that just creates more layers that you have to go and work through later. So there's no reason to do that. So we talked about that. She was able to stop doing that, but she still had the issue of, as time went by, she started to become a little more doubtful. And again, this is what we call taking your cue from your circumstances. It's breathing life into your circumstances. It's giving your faith over to your circumstances rather than keeping your faith focused on your intention. I want to spend all of my time with my SP, or whatever your desire is. We live together. We spend all of our free time together. We enjoy seeing each other every single day. Whatever your intention is, you keep your faith centered on that intention, right? And regardless of what is actually happening in the 3D reality, you don't waver. You keep your faith focused on that intention. And here is what really helped her shift and be able to do this. She realized, we spoke about it in our sessions, our one-on-one sessions, and what we talked about was, you only need to convince yourself that this desire is real and true and meant for you. And in fact, it's already yours. It's already yours. It's a promise, as Neville says. Your desire is a promise. It's already yours. And so deny your senses. This is, again, what Neville says. Deny your senses. Right now, the 3D reality seems to contradict your desire. That's okay. That's okay. You don't have to convince anyone other than yourself internally. You only have to convince yourself that your desire is real and true and already done. It's a promise. And you can do that by practicing. If that seems like a stretch for you, all you have to do is practice. And this is where, again, intentions come in. My SP and I are now living together. We're in a full, loving, committed relationship. And this is what I mean when I say you just have to convince yourself. You just need to practice your affirmations and nothing else. You don't need to figure out what's happening in the 3D reality. You don't need to give it meaning. You don't need to do any of that, because 3D reality is old. It's a reflection of your past self. So why do you even really want to figure out your past self? You don't need to do that. You really don't. So all you need to do is remain faithful to your intentions and be self-persuaded, and ignore your senses. Ignore what the 3D reality is telling you. Because again, it's actually not telling you anything. It's not new information. It's not anything new. It's actually from the past you. So you want to go inside. You want to go inside of yourself. Practice your intentions. Practice your affirmations, and see if you're convinced. And you'll know if you're convinced if, when you're practicing your affirmations, some resistance comes up, some contradictory thoughts come up. So that's the only thing you need to work on. Ignore your senses. Don't worry what it seems to be telling you. Go within and practice your intentions and see if you can convince yourself. I know you can, but practice convincing yourself. That's really your only job. And to the degree that you are self-convinced, this is really important, to the degree that you are self-convinced, it will start to shift and transform your 3D reality. This is what we call faith. Calling the unseen. Again, you have no evidence of it. Right now, the evidence actually seems to contradict your intention, right? So this is unseen, your intention. You have no evidence of it. You are calling the unseen to be seen simply by convincing yourself, simply by being self-convinced. And to the degree that you are self-convinced, you will start to see your 3D reality shift and conform to what you believe is true. What you convinced yourself is true before you had any evidence, And this is when my clients a lot of times will come to me and they start to say, well, I know I was trying, but then I started to feel delusional. And that's good. That's good. That's exactly how you do it. So don't worry about that. That's just a little bit of the ego mind trying to come in and protect you. Because again, the ego's job is to protect you. And when we kind of check in the 3D and we don't see any evidence, we get a little nervous. And then the ego wants to come right in and wants to protect you and say, oh, no, we don't see evidence. Go back. Go back. It's not happening. It's not possible. But we all know anything is possible and circumstances don't matter. And you have this infinite power within you to create. You have this infinite power within you to create. And the only person you have to convince of that is yourself. That's it. So this is the success story for my client. I'm so excited for her. It's not the full success story. Obviously, she still wants to move in together. And I know that's coming for her. Of course it is, because she's on a roll now. She's kind of taking the steps and she's seeing so much progress and so much shifting in the dynamic of their relationship that of course she's going to keep going. It's like she's got the hang of it now. She's got the hang of it. She knows how to persist. She knows how to go inside of herself and tap into her intentions, her desires, and to really start to persuade herself. If it doesn't seem possible right now, she knows how to do that. She knows how to create that self-persuasion and to stay there, to cultivate her faith around that, regardless of what the 3D reality is reflecting. So I know them moving in together is coming for her. I have no doubt. So I'm so proud of my client. If you would like to do a one-on-one check-in with me, I am available for coaching. I am a certified life coach, and yeah, you can find the link in the description below. That's it for my video for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.